Funda Podcast. 5 La Funda Podcast. 5 La Funda Podcast.
Welcome to my channel, La Funda Podcast. You guys already know what it is. I'm always trying to give you guys good content, different content, never about the same things. Sometimes I might bring up old content that I've done already. But yeah. Bienvenido a mi canal, La Funda Podcast. Ustedes saben que estamos aquí activos. Siempre les estoy dando contenido diferente a ustedes. Nunca se habla de siempre de lo mismo. Por ejemplo, nunca se habla de deporte todos los días. No se habla de Donald Trump todos los días, de Abinader todos los días, de que Venezuela, siempre vaina diferente. A mí siempre me ha gustado hacer esa idea, siempre me llegó a la mente para hacer esto. Y lo doy gracias a Dios que me da la fuerza para hacerlo. Y nada, seguimos para adelante. Pero lo que voy a decir es que el contenido de hoy va a ser en inglés, pero también lo voy a traducir un poquito para que ustedes entiendan lo que se va a hablar hoy. Primeramente denle a like, suscríbanse, comenten y den a la campanita. So what I was just saying, I basically just whatever I said in English, I put it in Spanish. I was just letting my people know that speak Spanish, that don't know English, that today's content is going to be in English, and then I'll translate it in Spanish. Like, share, subscribe, send it to your peoples. It's always appreciated, guys. Really, I always say to God that this isn't about me, being famous in 2 days, a month, a year, 2 years. I've been doing this for a few years already, and that's not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on working and making sure that my platform, can grow because of you guys. Shout out to Hood Inc. Pretty soon, something fire is gonna pop off. We locked in, my dog. You know that. Shout out to JD. It's my dog too. Something else is coming soon. I got a few things set up for the winter. I got to get back to this. But yeah, let's get back. Let's get to this. What I want to talk about today. First of all, look at that view, guys. Look at that beautiful view. Wonderful view. Besides the sirens. So today, I want to talk about these 3 people that were involved in the murder of the 12-year-old young girl that occurred in Connecticut. I think it was in New Britain, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't understand. How is it that a female at that, a female, now I'm not saying that a male is not supposed to be punished if he, did something like this to his own child. But how is it that a female can go through, rather it's 6 months because the baby came too early, 7 months because the baby came too early, rather it's 9 months, rather it's a C-section. How can a person in their right mind think it's okay to plan with a family member and a boyfriend? Now, correct me if I'm wrong again, because I'm not sure if the dude that is involved in this, not sure if he was the boyfriend of the girl who killed the daughter, or he was the boyfriend of the other female, which was the girl's sister, if I'm not mistaken. How can you go through this? How can you even plan this? How what type of animals? What type of brain I don't even think you guys have a brain. And I was watching when they were in court. They didn't show the whole thing, but they showed like a good like 10 minutes of of each of them coming into the court when everything happened. And those, like, there was no tears. Like, there was no. One of them, she tried to, like, show a little, emotion. But it's like, what emotion are you showing? You was part of this. You didn't stop this. And then at that, she's in a, they put her in an abandoned house because they abused her to death. May God rest her soul. Such a beautiful baby. And this happened in 2024. So you're telling me that this dead body was in there? God forgive me for saying that. But this dead body was in there for a whole year almost? And all three of y'all was living with this like nothing was happening? The poor aunt of the other side of the family, which I think it's the baby father of the child, which I don't know where he is in the story. You can hear her screaming to the mother of the child, saying, "Where's my niece? Where's my niece?" It's like, we really have demons in this world. Literally, we have human demons in this world. How can you be okay to sit there and abuse a little baby? Your child at that. Your mother tried to take the baby. DCF took the baby away from your mother so the baby can be with you, your sister, and your little boyfriend, or whatever, however that little relationship is. And God knows if the baby was getting abused before that. You know what I mean? It's like, one of them got $1 million bond. The other one got another $1 million bond. The other one got a $5 million bond. It's like, yeah, I understand when you go through the court process, they do that, they give you bonds and stuff. But it's like, I don't deserve none of that. And whichever human being even tries to, go bail them out, it's another demon. You think this is fair? The mother always, the grandmother always was always trying to spend time with the baby after DCF took the baby away from the grandmother to give to the mom. And the mom would lie to the grandmother and say, no, she doesn't want to go with you today. No, she's not feeling well today. No, we're not home today. There was always excuses. And the grandmother would, she would smell something weird going on. Something negative was happening. But since DCF was involved, the grandmother couldn't really react how she really wanted to react. And it sucks. DCF needs to know that when a child is going to be put in another parent's hands, you got to make sure that this person is like good in every way, mentally, money wise, living wise. You can't just be like, oh, she's the mother, she has to go. No, that's not how it works. Because look what just happened. Now, I'm not blaming DCF. What I'm saying is that there has to be a little homework done. If you guys see that the little girl is really living her life with the grandmother, everything is going right. The little girl loves to be with the grandmother, and then all of a sudden, DCF takes the baby away, and then this happens. And it's like, two people that like negative shit, they not gonna progress in their life. They not. This girl has barely been in trouble before. The dude has been in trouble like 7 times already. The other one has been in trouble too, the aunt. It's like, that's the environment that the baby was going to. This is sad. It really is. It is, you know. Once again, God rest that little baby's soul, man. Like, you guys put her in a bin, bro. What is that? This little girl didn't even get to enjoy her middle school life, her high school life, college. She was here for a purpose. If you didn't want to be here, and you do what you want to do, but to kill a little baby, and there's been many cases about this, millions. I'm just saying millions, like as in a lot. This is something we need to pay attention to. We can't just be like, oh, the mom says she wants her back. No. She might fake the funk and be like, I got a job. I got a little small apartment. This, I don't know, man. This is sad, and it's not cool. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. But, you know, God will move his clouds. God knows that the baby did not deserve that. God knows these 3 people are going to be punished. I don't know, man. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, send it to your peoples. You know, when this even goes like for teens too. Like there's been parents who kill their teenager, you know, kids. You know, and my podcast is not for kids. It's for adults only. But you know, if this little message can, even if you parent, like, even if you screen record this little part right here and show it to your child, it would be something great, because what I'm about to say is something that I know that kids will sit there and be like, whoa, he said something huge there. When you feel like you're not happy, when you feel like you're getting abused behind closed doors, and you're and someone's telling you to stay quiet, do not say nothing because something worse will happen, don't wait. Don't wait. Because us as good parents that love our kids, that cherish our kids, that make sure that our kids are always good in life, we would never want a person out there to be abusing one of our children behind closed doors, and the children are being threatened to be killed if they say something. And the whole time, our children is giving us that fake smile, making us think that everything is okay. And once time goes by, 10, 15 years go by, they want to sit down with us and say, I need to talk to you. This person did this and the third to me. When I was younger, I never told you. Don't wait for that. Us as good parents, we're here for you. We're not here to mistreat you. We're not here to abuse you. We're not here to step on you. We're here to correct you, give you discipline, and make sure that you become someone great in life. And that's all I need to say. So now I'm going to translate a little bit of it in Spanish so all my people in Spanish can understand what's going on. Mire mi gente, primeramente denle a like, suscríbase, comenten a la campanita que estamos activos. Señores, mira, yo estaba explicando ahí en inglés que en Connecticut, en New Britain, Connecticut, 3 individuos, una madre, una tía y un novio, mataron a una niña de 12 años. Y la niña la mataron en el 2024. Y el cuerpo de la niña lo encontraron en un contenedor plástico. Y a la niña la encontraron. Entonces yo digo, ¿cómo es que a una madre, a una tía, y el cobarde ese, del desgraciado ese que, mira, si yo lo tuviera en la mano mía, mira, yo le exploto el cocote con las 2 manos mías y no la tengo tan grande, para que esté claro, así de la rabia que le tengo a ese tipo? Porque cómo es carajo que una madre puede planear con una hermana y el noviecito para matar a la niña de ella. ¿Cómo le cabe en la mente? ¿Cómo te cabe en la mente de tú dormir un día, ¿verdad? Y te despiertas con una idea que es para matar a tu hija de 12 años. ¿Cómo? Una niña que estaba aquí, que tenía un propósito para estar aquí en este mundo. Papá Dios la mandó aquí para algo. Pero ustedes 3 son 3 demonios. 3 demonios que nunca, que se lo pido a Dios, que ustedes nunca pueden ver la luz. Que se pudran ahí adentro los 3. Que le están pidiendo de que fianza de 1 millón a cada uno y a otro de que 5 millones. Yo entiendo que cuando uno va para la corte siempre dan fianza dependiendo del caso. Me imagino yo no me he involucrado tanto así en vaina de corte. Pero si una persona de afuera se atreve a venir a traer esos millones para sacar esos 3 individuos de ahí, esos 3, oye, mira, la mamá no tienen que ver con eso. Yo ni voy a decir eso, porque le tengo un respeto a la abuela de la niña, que la abuela era que la tenía a la niña hace un par de años atrás. Entonces la mamá quiso pedirla otra vez. DCF vino, le quitó a la niña, a la abuela. Después que se la quitó a la abuela siempre quería compartir con la niña, quería sacarla. Y la mamá siempre le mentía a la abuela, le decía, no, la niña está enferma, nosotros no estamos en la casa, la niña no quiere estar contigo. Siempre había una excusa y la abuela sabía que había algo raro. Pero que al mismo tiempo la abuela y la mamá no se llevaban. Que eso es algo que yo veo feo, cuando una madre y una hija no se llevan, o un hijo no se llevan. Pero nada, eso es otra vaina. Entonces, ¿cómo es que tú, sea cesárea, sea que el niño nació en 6 meses, 7 meses, normal, cómo a ti se te cabe en la mente de hacer algo así? No entiendo. Tú sabes los niños que están abusando en este mundo. Y ustedes tres que están en este mundo, saben lo que está pasando en este mundo. Que este mundo se está dañando más y más. Al menos que tú vayas en el camino que es. Entonces ustedes se atreven a matar a esa niña inocente. ¿Por qué? ¿Para qué? ¿Cuál es el propósito de ustedes? A la niña la mataron en 2024 y esa niña duró todo ese tiempo en una casa abandonada, en un contenedor. No han hablado mucho del caso, de cómo fue todo, que cuando entraron adentro encontraron que esto y lo otro. No han explicado tanto de eso, pero en sí dijeron que la niña la encontraron en un contenedor. No sé si ustedes pueden ver el avión que está. Ese va para RDS. Para RD va ese. No, bulto. Pues sí, mi gente, sí, te estoy hablando de algo serio. Yo no. Mira, uno que tiene hijos, uno lo que quiere lo mejor para los hijos de uno. Asegúrese que los niños estén saludables, que estén bien de comida, de ropa. Y no es que diga que tú eres el papá peor del mundo, que no puede comprar 10 poloches a tu hijo para que tenga 7 poloches por una semana y después se cambie. No, tú puedes comprar hasta 3 poloches a tu hijo, porque uno no sabe la situación en lo que tú estás pasando. Tú estás tratando de luchar por tu hijo, para que tu hijo se salga adelante en esta vida. Claro, yo quiero salir adelante en esta vida. Yo quiero que los hijos míos, los 2 hijos míos, sean más grandes que yo. Para que así digan, papi fue que me enseñó. Papi fue que me dijo, estoy así y así. ¿Tú me entiendes? Y es lo mismo cuando una madre quiere lo mismo para su hijo. ¿Tú me entiendes? ¿Tú crees que una persona con su cerebro bien puesto se atreve a hacer algo así? ¿Tú crees? Yo necesito que ustedes me pongan aquí abajo en comentarios qué debe de suceder con esas 3 gente que mataron a esa niña de 12 años. So I want you guys to put a comment under here. What really needs to happen to these three people who killed this little 12-year-old girl in Connecticut? Just leave your comment under there. Say whatever you guys want. Express yourself if you want. That's exactly what I just did myself. Exprésense, mi gente. Digan lo que ustedes quieran ahí de esa gente. Porque al final son 3 demonios y 3 muertos vivos. ¿Entienden? Gente así no queremos en este mundo. No lo mande, papá Dios, por favor. No lo mande, gente así. No lo mande. Yo sé que hay gente que se crían con mala crianza, que nunca fue con un entorno bueno, siempre era algo malo. Se criaron así y así fueron creciendo y se quedaron con eso y siguen haciendo cosas malas. Pero no lo mande, papá Dios. No lo mande. Yo sé que hay gente mala en este mundo que también quieren tener hijos. Pero esa gente mala lo que van a criar a esos muchachos malos también. Y abusarlo. Y hacerlo cosas malas. No. Bueno, señores. Eso fue el todo para hoy. Se agradece mucho. Un saludo a mi hermano El Lánguido. Que viene algo durísimo también con él. Y nada. Denle a like, suscríbanse, comenten, denle a la campanita. Y ustedes saben que esta es la Funda Podcast. You guys already know. I appreciate everybody who's always watching, subscribing, liking, sharing. Yeah, you guys already know. This is la Funda Podcast sin corte.
La Funda Podcast. Sin corte. La Funda Podcast. Sin corte.